Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know who I am Chelsea Chameleon and I am back with another video. Guys, I am so excited because today I am doing a first impression on makeup. Now I know I've done a lot of hashtag late AF reviews and they've mostly been on skincare, but I haven't really done any reviews on a makeup product before, so I am super excited. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a review on a affordable cushion for dark skin. What? This is the Second Love Flawless Cushion Compact, and I got this from Juno and Co.com. If you guys don't know who Juno and Co is, it is a brand and a website that is centered around affordable makeup. They have other brands like I think Ruby Kisses, Santee, and I think even Killing Color, as well as their own brand I think which is called Juno and Co. And they have a lot of cute makeup on there, and I found out about the site through Muffin Is My Lovers. She is a YouTuber that does a lot of wig videos, and I just wanted to check out the website. But as I was scrolling through, I saw this buddy. Oh my god, I got really excited because this price was only $6.99, you guys. $7 essentially for a cushion foundation. Now I know that other brands have came out with cushion foundations for darker skin. I know Maybelline came out with one, L'Oreal did, and even Ruby Kisses, but all of them was over $10. I think the L'Oreal one goes for like 15 or 16, and the Ruby Kisses one is like 10 or 11 depending on where you look. But this one is less than $7 or right at $7. What? Like, that is crazy. So I had to pick this up and I really want to film this because I think this is the most affordable cushion foundation on the market that is for darker skin. This is in the shade Caramel. This was the darkest shade, and I'm going to be honest, this doesn't really look like it would be my color. I am on the darker side of the skin tones, but I want to pick it up anyway because it really looked interesting and it was really cheap too. And push come and shove, I can use it as a concealer or as a foundation base very lightly before I put on any other foundations. So yeah, let's open this baby up and see what she looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's just a basic shiny black packaging. It looks really nice, and it feels pretty heavy too. And it just has this on the back, kind of like your normal cushion. I have the Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation, and I'm just going to compare the packaging. It looks like it's about the same weight. The Second Love one looks a little bit bigger. I don't know if you can tell, but the Maybelline one is just a tad bit smaller than the Second Love one. You can see like the black rim right here. The packaging is just a little bit bigger, and it looks like they're about the same size. This one is just a little bit deeper, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's more foundation in this product. So yeah, I'm just gonna open this up and see what she looks like. So it looks like that she has a button to pop it open. It doesn't have the little groove like normal cushion foundations, so I'm just gonna see if this works. Yep, it kind of pops up, and this is what she looks like. Oh, she is so pretty. So she does come with a mirror like most normal cushions. You can see my camera. Hi. And then she does come with a puff. Oh my god, the puff feels so soft. And I have the puff that the Maybelline cushion came with, and I also have a puff from the Style Nanda 3CE brand, but the cushion does not feel as soft. Like, this cushion puff feels so soft. Yeah, it's really cute. I love how sleek and simple the packaging is. And then here is your cushion, and it just has the protective cover. It just says remove this film before use and close lid tightly after every use. So let's reveal the color. Dun dun dun! So this is what the color looks like. It is a very true caramel color. The cushion sponge looks a little bit small compared to the actual pan of the cushion compact. I think it looks really pretty. This actually could match me It may be just a tad bit light, but like I said, that's okay because this is very much a darker shade. I know Maybelline and other brands have some darker shades for their cushions, but like I said, for the price, this is not so bad. Let's see if it matches. So before I actually get started with applying the foundation, I just want you to know that I don't have any makeup on my face. I just have a little bit of eyebrow stuff on, and then just a small lip gloss lip tint thing from Style Nanda, but I don't have any foundation on, any primer or concealer. I just really want this to be a pure first impression. I feel like when other people put primer on, it doesn't make the review as authentic because that is a base and that does help things stick. It helps things last long, and I don't want to do that. I just want to see how this works in the raw, in natural conditions. So yeah, let's put this baby on my face. And I'm going to insert a couple of clips right here showing my skin. My skin is not perfect. I have acne scars. I still have some minor breakouts, hyperpigmentation, etc. So that's what I'm trying to cover up, and that's what I look for in foundations. I do have drier spots on my skin, even though I am normally oily, so I prefer like a medium kind of coverage and a nice dewy but not too dewy finish. Alright, so let's get into this. First, press. Oh my god, it goes really like deep. Like I said, it's kind of hollow. So this is the color. It looks really, really light, you guys. Let's see, I'm gonna press again. Got a little bit more color. So yeah, let's see how it applies. Okay, so I zoomed in so you can see how it looks better. I'm gonna start right here so you can kind of see if it makes a difference or not, because I do have hyperpigmentation and like some scarring right here. So that is very light, as you can tell, but it feels so cooling and smooth. It feels like a beauty blender almost. So it did cover up a little bit. Like I said, it is kind of light. Yeah, let me just apply a little bit more. It's very, very soft, and it blends pretty well too. So it looks like it does have a slight dewy and glowy finish. It feels so cooling and nice on my skin. I really like that. So I'm just gonna finish up this side, and so you can compare the sides. So this is the side-by-side comparison. As you can tell, it actually doesn't mismatch my skin color. It actually blends in pretty well with my skin tone. It just makes my natural skin look a little bit more on the cool side, but it isn't like super like unmatching, because I do wear shades like this a lot, especially with my concealers. My skin naturally is a lot of red sometimes, and it appears very red on camera as well. But yeah, I think it does kind of even out my skin tone. And as you can tell, I do have a glow going on this side. And it did kind of cover up some of my scarring and some of my imperfections, but it gave it a very, very natural finish. So far, I did have to apply it kind of a lot. I went in the cushion a lot of times, as you could tell, but it did give me a nice, even coverage. So yeah, I'm just going to do the other side now. So I am done applying the cushion. As you can tell, it very much brightened all of my skin tone. It kind of got rid of some of the redness on my face, and yeah, it definitely made me a bit of a cooler skin tone. And it obviously never matches my hands or my neck because my arms, neck, and hands are significantly darker than my actual face. So like, don't worry about my neck, it like never matches. I'm always that person that never has like matching foundation. Yeah, that's why I wear concealer a lot rather than foundation, because I can never get it to match, and I hate putting foundation on my neck. So yeah, you can come at me if my foundation isn't matching. But yeah, it looks really nice and natural and dewy. I definitely would have to set this with some powder though, because I am an oily girl and I will get oily and it will not be pretty. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better. So the first thing I can see is that it does settle into my fine lines, especially by my mouth. It is kind of settling. Yeah, you can see right there, it's very much settling. And it doesn't have the fullest coverage at all. I would say this coverage is very light but buildable. As you can tell, it kind of covered up my scarring and my mole. On this side, I did have to use like multiple layers to get this much coverage, which could be a good thing because it's very customizable and you could control how much coverage you want. But at the same time, if you do need a fuller coverage, I don't know how like that would work out, because it would be more time consuming for you to get that coverage. It looks pretty good on my forehead. It doesn't look like I'm wearing makeup that much on my forehead. On my nose, it looks pretty good too, and that's one thing that I always like to pay attention to. I have clogged pores, so please ignore that, but it looks pretty good on my nose. My nose looks kind of dewy and shiny, but in a very natural way. Like I said, my cheeks are very much glowing, and even around my eyes, but I still have dark circles because I don't have concealer on. The sides, I don't know, it doesn't look like I have foundation on, but that's because I have a lot of baby hair and scarring and hyperpigmentation right here. So the coverage isn't that great. It failed to really cover up this like dark patch right here that I have on the sides, and it doesn't really cover up current pimples, but that's okay because I'm not too concerned about those. My mustache area, it didn't really cover that at all. Let me see if I can put a little bit more on. Okay, so I put a little bit more on, and I kind of pressed really hard to get more product out, and it covered it just a little bit better. But definitely I would have to like color correct or something, because it doesn't really do that great of a job at covering that area in my opinion. You can still very much see the outline and the coloring of my little mustache. Like I said, the foundation is a bit light, but this is definitely a winter shade. In the summer, this would not be a shade for me, but it still does kind of look like skin, especially in the middle of my face. I really like that. I definitely would put some bronzer on or even contour if I'm using this, just to make it look the most natural, because like I said, it can look a little bit light at sometimes, especially depending on what lighting you are in. I am using natural lighting because I want to see how this looks in natural lighting. But yeah, I'm going to do the rest of my makeup really quickly. Alright, so I am done putting on my makeup now, and yeah, it looks pretty good with the foundation. I feel like my slightly bronzy eyes and this lip kind of really helps bring together the foundation. But now I'm going to tell you my final thoughts on the cushion. My first impressions of it are pretty good. I give it a 7 out of 10. It is not as good as the Maybelline cushion foundation in my opinion, so it may be worth it to spend the extra couple of bucks. So now I'm going to go through the pros and the cons of this product to tell you why I gave it a 7 out of 10. It's really good if you have minimal skin problems or minimal things to cover on your skin. It's a very natural and wearable foundation that's not going to make you look cakey at all. It's also very buildable, like I said. Depending on your skin condition or not, you can build it up or build it down. Packaging is also very nice and sleek. I like how it's black and simple, and so even if it gets a little dirty, it's not going to show up as much as a lighter compact cushion case. It also works really well with powder. I feel like once I put the powder on, it just really made the foundation look a lot better. And yeah, it made it look a lot more like sleek and just, I don't know, nice. For those of you with drier skin, it does make you look dewy, which is a good thing because some foundations have too much oil in them, so it does do a good job at giving you a nice natural dewy glow. Another good thing about this are the ingredients. It does have some unnatural ingredients, but it does have hyaluronic acid, it has beeswax and jojoba oil as well, and then this is not tested on animals, so this is a good product for cruelty-free users out there. And last is the price. The price is a really good point. It's like $7 and you get the same amount of product as you do than like a $15 cushion. And I'm gonna briefly talk about the cons. The first con is the actual cushion sponge itself. I think it's a bit low, so you have to kind of really press. Like with my other cushions, I only have to just do like a light tap and I get the maximum amount of coverage. But with this cushion, I really have to press in a lot just to get a full kind of coverage look, like right here. Along with that, because of the sponge, I feel like this is going to be used up a lot faster, so I do feel like you may have to replace this a lot more often than your normal cushion because you do have to press really hard and possibly use more product. Another con is the coverage. Like I said, the coverage is like a light to medium, so for people who really need to cover up more things, you will probably be using more product and it will take a longer time to actually have a nice coverage on your face because the coverage is so light. Another con, unfortunately, is the sponge. The sponge is very soft, so it doesn't feel rough on your skin. It does blend pretty well, but as far as picking up the foundation, I pressed and pressed and I only get this much, and it's very splotchy and just not full coverage at all. Let me just show you on the back of my hand like how much this one press covers. Like, I don't know, I feel like with that hard press I should have got a lot more coverage than that, so I don't really know how I feel about that. But I mean, once you do blend it out, it looks very natural, but like I said, on your face or places where you actually have flaws, it's gonna take a lot more product to get that exact coverage that you want. And the last con is maybe the color. This does not go any darker. This was the darkest shade that they had so far. But Juno and Co, as well as Second Love, is a lower end, cheaper brand, so they may not have the resources yet to expand. But this is a step in the right direction for affordable K-beauty cushions. I know the Innisfree one now has darker shades, but it's like $25 or $30 if you want your case as well as your cushion, so that can get quite expensive just for foundation. And if you're like me, a broke college girl, you can't really be affording $25 for foundation, especially foundation that may or may not work for your skin type. So I do believe that it is worth it trying out this product. If you are darker than me, this will not work for you. This shade will not work for me in the summer. I'm just going to be completely honest, and it's barely working for me right now in the winter. If you are lighter, of course it is going to work for you, and they do have, I think, 3 other shades. The first one is like a very pale color, and the second and the third one are like your medium shades. But if you are a more dark skinned girl like me, this is definitely the shade. Unfortunately, they don't have darker shades at the moment, but maybe they will expand very soon. But yes, overall, I think this product is definitely worth a try. It's definitely worth $7. Even if you do have darker skin, this could be a good base for you, or even a good concealer, or something that's very light coverage. I definitely will use this when my skin is having a good skin day and, you know, has no breakouts and is looking very bright and glowy, either from Essence or sheet mask that I'm using. But if I'm having a bad skin day, I do want more coverage, and I probably will pack on the concealer. So yes, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this review slash first impression of the Second Love Flawless Foundation Cushion Compact. So be sure to comment down below, have you tried another cushion that is under $10, or what cushions do you have, especially for my dark skin girls out there. Also, thumbs this video up if you like makeup reviews, or if you like K-beauty reviews or cushion reviews. I can definitely do some more for you guys if I find some other cushions. And be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in general. Be sure to check out some of my other reviews and impressions, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay colorful. Bye bye.